I think it's pretty telling that this is the team I had fourth. I have the Ravens.
Oh, okay. See, that my choice was a different team I was thinking of. So I want to hear this actually.
If you could put the Ravens 10th on your list, and I'd be like, all right, I get it. You look at, let's start with why they won't then. Okay. Just the pessimism about the Ravens. The Ravens' best outside receiver is who? Devin Duvernay?
Yeah.
That's concerning.
I like what and look, I love Lamar Jackson. I love him. This is and the Ravens have such a pedigree, but like Robert, where is the juice? Like where is the production coming from other than like Lamar, go figure it out. Like who is helping him?
Undeniably concerning. With Rashad Bateman out for the year, I'm genuinely worried about that. Like that, if they have to have it on any sort of like 3rd and 8 outside of Mark Andrews, what are you doing? That is concerning to me. But I still think that the overall recipe on offense, they have the most efficient running game in the league so far this year, which Lamar is a huge part of. They've been insanely efficient throwing the ball. Like they're 3rd in passing DVOA this season with no receivers. And I understand that changes when things get a little bit tighter in the playoffs, and I would be worried about that. But I still think that with the offensive line getting healthier now with Stanley back, the way they've been able to run the ball, getting Gus Edwards back eventually, when Mark Andrews does return from injury, like I still think that if this team catches you flush offensively, they can still jump on a lot of people. I still think they're dangerous, even if we're worried about the pass catching options.
I don't like to rule them out. Because
are they not on your list?
No. They're definitely on my list.
Okay, all right. I was just curious.
No, that they're on my list, but like I just and like I get your point. And on top of that, like their pass rush is coming on. Like how
that's the thing. Is that
how
the
long are
defense
Justin Houston and Calais Campbell going to play? Honestly, like, are these guys going to be getting like 8 and 10 sacks as 40-year-olds? Because I mean, Calais Campbell especially is like getting close to that number. I feel like he's like 36.
So that's why I'm excited about them, because I know that the offense is going to have limitations, but the defense is coming. You look at the injuries that they had early in the season. Marcus Peters missed the first game of the year. They've been dealing with some injuries at corner. They've had, Justin Houston missed 3 games in the middle of the season. Marcus Williams has missed the last 4 games. He's going to be back at some point in December. They just traded for Roquan Smith. David Ajabo is now back in the mix for them. I don't know what you can reasonably expect from him, but you just throw him as one more guy into that front where they already have a ton of dudes. And I think that Mike McDonald is figuring it out. Like they're 11th in passing DVOA on defense right now, after some really rough games at the start of the season. It's a really new scheme. You had a bunch of guys filtering in and out of it. And now you drop Roquan into the middle of that. He allows Patrick Queen to be a truer version of himself. You have a pass rush that's doing a lot of damage in weird, crazy ways. I like what they're doing on the back end. Like, I don't think that they're the best at any one thing, but you look at the second tier of teams in the AFC, who's better than the Ravens? Outside, if you're going beyond that Bills Chiefs tier, who's at the top of that tier if it's not Baltimore for you?
Miami. That was going to be my. If I hadn't said San Francisco, I would have said Miami. And I mean, honestly.
So let's do it. Because it was between them and the Ravens for me for the team that I would say after that top 3.
This was the Athletic Football Show.